The Xbox and Bethesda Game Pass Games Showcase at E3 2021 has come and gone, and thus it's time for the Game Air recap and review. For simplicity, this video will set out as follows. In the first half, I will speak about the big name reveals and AAA titles of the Bethesda and Xbox presser. In the second half, I will cover all the other smaller or indie titles, and in the third half, I will conclude with a rating and pick out 2 or 3 top drawer trailers that are especially notable. Now, the first thing that you're going to notice is that this guy is not Phil Spence. It is in fact Bethesda's Todd Howard, still trying to get himself off the gaming naughty step after all those Fallout 76 issues, let's say, and for some reason trying to make friends awkwardly with Elon Musk.
You guys are friends, right?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
He did get the show off to a good start with an in-game teaser trailer for hotly anticipated Starfield. It does look absolutely stunning, with the planned release date now set for 2022, and he also reconfirmed its exclusivity to Xbox and of course Game Pass. Sarah Bonds followed and didn't straighten her arms at all while telling us about all the great Bethesda games currently available on Games Pass and coming too. Following that, she introduced us to Stalker 2, a gritty tense survival shooter sequel to the gritty tense survival shooter original. I do appreciate that the characters do speak Russian and not English with a Russian accent. Four-player co-op zombie slaying was next, with a suitably action-packed trailer for Back 4 Blood set to release October 12th. Sea of Thieves continues to grow with what will be considered the second best crossover event of the show, when the Pirates of the Caribbean crew, including the worst pirate we've ever heard of,
Captain Jack Sparrow,
that's the one, will set sail on June 22nd for free. Huzzah! Battlefield 2042 was up next with a ridiculously adrenaline pumping over the top gameplay trailer. Highlights included the elemental conditions and this bit. Coming October 22nd, not the Game Pass.
I'm excited to be here. The creative director.
8 hours later.
Halo Infinite was up next with the announcement that Halo multiplayer will be free to play for everybody. And the campaign trailer we got was so gosh darn good, it made me want to use honest to goodness swear words.
Against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Fuck yes, Master Chief. Fuck yes. I was but a lad when I first stepped into the armoured boots of John 117, and the gruff-voiced, no-face protagonist has been with me for every major event in my life, it seems, and I don't want that to stop at any point ever. Godspeed, Master Chief. Godspeed. Halo Infinite campaign and multiplayer lands holiday 2021, very non-specifically. Although the next announcement wasn't of the quote-unquote major variety, it does feature arguably the greatest crossover event of the show. Microsoft Flight Simulator and none other than mother flipping Top Gun. Listen to the music, people. Flippin' glorious. Also, Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Xbox and the Top Gun expansion is free. Insert Top Gun quote here. Forza Horizon 5 got a beautiful in-game trailer, followed by one Mike Brown and some bunch of goons awkwardly conversing with each other. Thankfully, the cringy co-op play section didn't last too long. To this day, I sometimes wake in a feverish cold sweat from recurring nightmares of that Xbox Connect showcase.
Through the door!
Forza Horizon 5, which will take place in Mexico, naturally does look amazing, and while the resolution doesn't translate well through a YouTube video, the ray tracing is very impressive. Forza Horizon 5 revs up on Xbox and PC on November 9th. Also, there's bowling now. car bowling.
Create your own races.
And thanks be to the gods, the show was wrapped up by Phil Big Daddy Spence. I couldn't have faced a year without him. The squinty-faced, self-proclaimed lord of all video games was on hand to introduce a completely new IP to round out the show, made by the same team behind the Dishonored games. The trailer is very stylish, funny, and makes excellent use of its time to introduce the world enemies and protagonist squad of vampire hunters in Redfall, coming summer 2022. Exclusive of course to Xbox.
Pobre bribón. I'm gonna have to take you apart again. Hey Dev, anything in?
Ingredients exist too. Expandable, 25 centimeters. Dramatically elongated bacteria.
Go on, make yourself useful.
So, that was fun. How do we always get into this shit?
And now for the indie titles, or smaller titles, in what I like to call the lightning round. Contraband takes a light-hearted look at armed robbery. The mainline Yakuza series is now available on Games Pass. 12 Minutes is one of the most intriguing puzzle games in recent memory. Psychonauts 2 is a game. Bethesda has added a lot more games to Games Pass. Fallout 76 continues to be worked on. Elder Scrolls Online continues to deliver, while Party Animals looks bonkers. Hades is God of War renamed. The Somerville trailer made me want to cry. Diablo 2 is of no interest, but might be to some of you people. Plague Tale Requiem is the follow-up to the quite brilliant Plague Tale Innocence. Far Cry 6 got in-game footage, which it didn't get at the Ubisoft conference. Slime Rancher 2 looks like it was made on Unity in about 6 hours. Shredders is a snowboarding game that looks like it won't be as much fun as it looks like. Atomic Heart looks like Bioshock crossed with iRobot. Replaced is a glorious pixel art cyberpunk shooter. Rounded is getting an update known as the Shroom and Doom update, and also there's going to be spiders in it. Look away now if you don't like spiders. Among Us is getting an expansion which will lead up to 15 player lobbies. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising and Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes are both coming to Games Pass in 2022 and 2023 respectively. The Ascent looks like a fun twin stick shooter. Age of Empires 4 is coming out October 28th. Funnily enough, Age of Empires 4 looks like how I remember Age of Empires 2 looking from when I played it back in the day. The trailer for The Outer Worlds 2 made me actually laugh out loud with a self-deprecating humour.
Suddenly, and for no reason, people running.
And that's it for the smaller announcements. Overall, one does have to be impressed with the Xbox and Bethesda games showcase at E3 2021. They really did knock it out of the park, in fairness to them. Despite Todd Howard, I jest, Todd is fine. I'm sure he's not that bad of a bloke. It's glaringly obvious from the show and the outlook exactly what Microsoft's or Xbox's strategy is going forward, and that is a big push on Games Pass. I am surprised that they didn't announce some kind of deal with Games Pass, maybe lowering the price, so on and so forth, but they didn't. What they did was announce or reveal 30 games, 27 of which are going to be on released day one on Games Pass, which is very, very impressive. Looking at the trailers then, the two I was most impressed with, from a small indie perspective, it had to be Somerville. Everything about the trailer captured me: the music, the setting, the lighting, the environments, the characters, the use of shapes and geometry. This is one game that I will be playing on its release. And from the big games then, had to be Big Daddy himself, Master Chief. My only concern about Halo Infinite, of course, will be that Xbox Game Studios' strategy of releasing all of their upcoming titles on both Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles might hold the development team back a little bit.
I need you to understand. There's not much time. If you knew how you were going to die.
So for a score for the show, considering it was basically all upside with very little downside, it was well presented, there was no faffing about, and it was mostly gameplay trailers, I will award Xbox and Bethesda the Golden Cortana. Congratulations to you, Todd Howard and Phil Spence, although Phil, you are still on the gaming naughty step for at least another 12 months until this time next year.
Bring me that horizon.
We can imagine, and know what it